I'm Bethany, and I've been a stay-at-home parent now for 8 years. Sometimes I'm surprised I've made it this long staying at home, feeling like the days are long, and yet life is at a standstill. It can be hard not to feel lost in it all, whether you work from home, care for others at home, or are managing your own health at home. A lot of the time it feels like we're doing the same things over and over, looking at the same walls day after day. But don't get me wrong, I love being able to care for my children at home. I wouldn't change it for the world. But sometimes the cabin fever is overwhelming. However thankful we may be, it's hard sometimes to shake that feeling of being stuck. So here are 6 tips that over the last 8 years have helped me to feel happier when you feel stuck at home. Remember, it's normal to feel different things at the same time. Often it feels like everybody wants us to choose something definite. Do we like something or do we not? Is something right or is it wrong? Are we happy or are we sad? There are some things in life that have definite black and white answers, but most of our lives are filled with every other colour and emotion under the sun. I used to feel incredibly guilty for not enjoying 100% of the time looking after my children. I felt guilty for feeling frustrated, for feeling bored when I answered the 15th but why question of the day. But I don't know who convinced us that we can only feel one thing at one time. It's perfectly normal to feel both happy about something and frustrated. It's okay to love doing something and also feel that it has limits. We are beautifully complex people. How we feel about our lives, our homes, our choices, they can be just as complex. Give yourself a day off. I'm coming from my experience of a stay-at-home parent, and I feel like my brain was never able to shut off. Looking after kids, it's an all day and often all night, 7-day-a-week affair. And that's hard going on your body and especially your mind. If you work from home, it's often easy to slip into sorting work things out on one of your days off. If you're self-employed, life and work can feel like one and the same. But your mind needs a change of scenery and pace. It needs to feel like it's not always living the same day over and over again. So I would encourage you to treat at least one of your days as a day off. My weekends are often my busiest days at the moment, so I usually let myself have Monday as an easier going day. Do I still have to look after my children? Yes. Do I still have to do the essentials of the day? Of course. But I try not to schedule anything extra on those days. The rules are a little bit more lax on those days, and I try to do things that I genuinely enjoy. It just helps me to take a moment to slow down and let my nervous system unwind. I've been meaning to try and get back into art for a while now, and I've been able to start practicing again thanks to Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online community for people who love to create. Often as our lives get busier, what we love to do gets lost in the background of what needs to get done. But Skillshare's online classes, led by industry experts, lets you learn and create at a time and a schedule that suits you. Photography, interior design, bread baking, embroidery. I've started the watercolour in the woods lessons. It's just wonderful to learn new things, but it's also lovely doing something that just makes you happy. If you would like to try Skillshare for yourself, first 500 people choose my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can discover your very own moment to do something just for you. Set daily habits. I feel instantly better about my day if I have done one thing in the morning. Made my bed. Is it going to change my life drastically? I doubt it. But it does something to soothe my mind. Every time I walk past my room during the day, it's like giving myself a silent nod of satisfaction. I know I've started the day well, and even if the day slowly unravels, I know that at least later on, I will get to relax and end the day well there too. Drinking more water, going for daily walks, putting away that random pile of stuff that is always on the stairs. If you can start to incorporate things you would like to change into small moments in your normal day, you'll give yourself a little boost each day. You don't need to do a new habit perfectly all the time. Something is better than nothing, and if you want to incorporate something new into your life, make it difficult to miss. Put your water out ready to drink. The book that you want to read somewhere that you can't miss it. Sometimes life is so busy we genuinely forget to do things that we really want to do. So don't hide habits away. Make them hard to forget. Get into reading or listening to audiobooks. There is something about giving your mind a change of scenery. And for lots of people, for many reasons, we cannot always physically change what our eyes and our minds are taking in. And that's why I think books and stories are such a wonderful thing for us. We can be in a forgotten kingdom, a decaying mansion, the farthest points of the atlas or even solar system, without ever even moving an inch. Stories let our minds wander and dream and explore with endless curiosity. I used to be a strictly will only read physical books kind of girl, but now I embrace all book formats. It's often easier to read a quick chapter of an ebook or listen to an audiobook when you're busy doing a task or two. I am always looking out for a good book recommendation, so please let me know any of yours. Create your own rituals. Rituals don't have to be grand or fancy. They don't have to be big affairs full of pomp and ceremony. Rituals can just be as simple as Wednesday night bubble baths, watching your favourite seasonal show as autumn begins, enjoying a frothy coffee in the afternoon, or spraying your pillow each evening before slipping into bed. Rituals have structure and familiarity to them. And I think it's that brings a simple yet immense comfort. We know something, however small, is just around the corner. It's that feeling of looking forward to something. Often it's the anticipation of something that makes me feel just as happy as when it finally arrives. Look for the bright side of life. I'm not saying look at life through rose-tinted glasses. Life at home can often be mundane and repetitive, filled with tough moments or outright bad days. But I've found trying to notice small happy moments makes a big difference to how I feel over time. How sunlight streams through the windows in the morning. The elderly couple strolling hand by hand past my house. Hearing on the wind the local school children laughing together in the playground. Feeling the warmth of a steaming drink before you take that first sip. Appreciating small moments is not about ignoring real struggles. It's about giving ourselves gentle reminders that there are pockets of happiness all around us, if we take but a moment to look. Nights can be oh so dark sometimes, but I never want to stop searching for the stars.